Hey guys, I'm back with this long-awaited post-surgery update tips and Q&A video. It's been 6 months since I've had my dark eye circles removed and nose done in Korea by JW Clinic, and I've healed well enough to make a proper comparison video for you guys. Today I'll share some important tips you must know before getting surgery in Korea and a Q&A of some common questions you guys have previously asked. So many of you guys PM'd me about wanting to get surgery done by JW Clinic after coming across my Instagram and TikTok reels. Please stay with me until the end of this video because there are lots of useful, important info. You can watch part 1 and part 2 here for a super in-depth vlog about my Korea plastic surgery experience. Once again, this is purely to share my experiences and not encourage plastic surgery. However, I hope this will be useful for those who are just researching or are planning to get surgery done in the future. Make sure to like and subscribe if this has helped you. If not, leave a comment. So question 1, what did I do to my face? Before that, let's bring up my pre-surgery photos. I definitely look quite different now. I did 2 surgeries in the same day. In the morning, it was under eye fat repositioning with Dr. Kang. It is also non-incisional, which means they don't cut from the outside. Everything was done through this area, the conjunctiva. In the afternoon, it was rhinoplasty with Dr. Saw. There is an eye-shaped silicone implant over here to heighten the nose bridge, ear and septum cartilage to lengthen the nose, and ala reduction to make the nose smaller. Here's a detailed comparison of my nose before and after, and you can see the changes are major and natural at the same time. After putting the photos side by side like this, you can really tell the most obvious change is the nose bridge. I'm really happy with the outcome because it's exactly what I wanted for a long time. Like if I meet somebody new for the first time, they wouldn't know my nose isn't real until I tell them. Question 2, why did you do it? I've thought about getting these 2 surgeries for a really long time. My under eyes were extra dark due to sinus, and no matter how good I am at concealing them, the sunken areas will just make me look super tired. And I really want to be able to leave my house without using a million layers of concealer. For my nose situation, my nostrils used to be really big and obvious because my nose tip is shorter than others. I really want them to be smaller and not be the first thing people see when they look at me. At the same time, I wanted a higher nose bridge to improve my side profile. And I want to address the stigma about plastic surgery or people saying you shouldn't do it. I just want to say if it improves your life, you have done your thorough research, you are not addicted, you should know what's best for you. And please be 100% sure this is what you want and don't ever decide based on a whim. Question number 3, how do you choose your clinic or doctor? I want you guys to know there are 3 super important things to do while planning for your surgery. Number 1 is so important, which is to focus on finding the doctor who specializes in the surgery you want, because they are the ones operating on you. And make sure your doctor is board certified. It means that they have achieved the highest certification in their specialty. This is the website I use to check the doctor's board certification, and I'll link it for you guys below. Number 2 is to Google if your doctor or clinic has been blacklisted before. My god, I was so surprised to see such a long list. Number 3 is to be prepared to wait for a few months for your surgery date. The reason is most doctors will only operate on maximum 2 patients in a day, and if your doctor is in high demand, the waiting time will definitely be longer. For me, I managed to book my appointment within 5 months. The websites I recommend you guys to check reviews on are Pers Forum, Real Self. When I was reading the forum threads, a lot of people posted about JW Clinic as one of their top choices. One of the doctors a lot of people go to get their nose done is Dr. Saw. He is also the director of JW Clinic, and I just love how his works always complements the patient's face. After researching about Dr. Saw, I ended up choosing him to do my nose because he's a major expert who has done noses for more than 20 years, and he has worked on a lot of complex cases throughout the world. After working on so many complex cases, I'm very confident that he'll be able to help me achieve what I want. I also wanted my under eyes to be done there, so I chose Dr. Kang. He specializes in eyes and anti-aging surgery and is also apparently a very popular choice overseas. I was so nervous that these doctors were going to be condescending like my previous ones, but they turned out to be the sweetest, most patient doctors I've ever had. And even all the staff took such good care of me throughout my entire surgery. Question 4. What to expect during consultation. Before going for consultation, make sure to bring a list of questions to ask your doctor and also reference photos to show them the ideal result you want. I highly recommend taking down notes as well, but if you can't, it's okay because you can always clarify with the clinic by dropping them a text. I had a pre-consultation, which was me sending my pre-surgery photos to the clinic via email, and then the clinic replied with the surgery plan suggested by the doctors. On the day of consultation, the doctors went through the surgery plan with me and we discussed the possible ways to achieve the results I want. They also kept it real if something I want is not recommended, and they will suggest alternatives for me to achieve these results. I was also assigned an English-speaking consultant. Her name is Emily, and so she's the one who translated everything and took care of me pre and post surgery. Even when I flew back to Singapore, I was still texting her anytime I had questions to ask. Question number 5. How much does it cost? Depending on your surgery plan, the cost can vary very differently for everyone. For example, if you want a snatched nose, you might need more than just a silicone implant, or you might need to use other materials. The more complex your surgery is, the more it's going to cost you. My recommendation is first book a consultation with your doctor, go through and discuss the surgery plans, and then they will give you an accurate quote. Question number 6. Is it scary? Is it painful? You guys have to know I have terrible pain tolerance and I have this giant phobia of needles. I'm just trying not to freak out later. My anxiety was so bad, I almost cancelled my surgery on the day itself. In the operation room, I was so nervous. I was literally shaking and vibrating the operation table. A lot of you guys said in the comments it looks painful, but the truth is it really wasn't. I was also surprised and expecting to hurt a lot more, but maybe it didn't because I was taking painkillers daily. My experience in the first week was my eyes were mostly wet and it feels a bit sore when I move my eyeballs around. There was a little stinging, throbbing pain from my ear stitches. But oh my god, it hurt so much on day 7 when they took off my stitches. The pain level, 7 out of 10. After this entire surgery, I really felt like I managed to overcome a lot of my needle phobia. Question 7. Can I go out after surgery? Of course you can. In fact, 30 minutes after my second surgery, I was already out shopping for food. After that, I went out every single day with my friend to walk and shop around because it's great for deswelling. In fact, it is highly recommended that you walk around to help deswell quickly. Question number 8. Are there any food restrictions? There are a lot of myths saying that you shouldn't be eating raw food, seafood, or spicy stuff after your surgery, but the truth is you can eat whatever you want except for alcohol. I drank a lot of pumpkin juice and ate a lot of pumpkin porridge because it's popular in Korea to help with deswelling. And the doctors also said to eat a lot of protein and vitamin-rich food to help speed up healing. Question number 9. How long to stay in Korea plus recovery time? I stayed in Seoul for 12 days and you need to be there for at least 7 days for nose surgery. So after the first day of my surgeries, I went back on day 3 to remove my nose packing. They also gave me a LED deswelling treatment and also washed my hair. My stitches and nose casts were taken off on day 7, which was the last visit. Both Dr. Kang and Dr. Saw made sure that everything was okay before sending me home. During recovery, I was very lucky to have minimal bruising and my eyes recovered within a month. However, for rhinoplasty, everyone heals differently, so it can take 6 months up to a year for it to fully heal. Here you can see that my nose was super crazy swollen 1 month post-surgery. Most of the swelling was gone after 6 months and you can really start to see how pretty the nose is. The better you take care of your nose, the faster it will heal. Question number 10. Are there any side effects? For my under eyes, not much was going on except for some minor swelling, but I want to tell you guys about the nose. First of all, it's very common to have uneven swelling after surgery, and I want to reassure you guys that this is completely normal. For the first month, my nose kept swelling up because work was so demanding and I didn't get enough sleep. After a couple of months, the swelling on my nose bridge became more stable. However, my left nostril was still bigger than my right, and I thought I had to accept my fate. But right now it is 6 months, and you can see that both my nostrils are almost even. This means that at 6 months, the nose will still undergo changes. Looking at these 3 images, you can see how my nose tip is slightly lower after 6 months. Again, this is very normal and part of the healing process. And also the reason why your nose tip will look slightly pointy right after surgery. So always remind yourself to be patient and everything is gonna turn out okay. Question 11, which is about post-operation care. For my eyes, it was really simple, no rubbing for a month, and therefore I avoided applying any makeup just to be safe. For my nose, I had to continue to sleep on my back for at least a week and wear this earpiece for 2 months to support the ear cartilage area. The hardest freaking part is not being able to smile or laugh widely for 2 months to prevent the nose from doing domain expansion. If you know me, you know I laugh at every single thing, and every time I hang out with my friends, I had to hold my nose like that. I also had to use scar gel every single night to help with wound recovery, and the brands I used are HealScar and Dermatix Ultra from my local pharmacy. And because I couldn't put my finger into my nostrils anymore, I had to use a cotton bud to dig my nose, and if I don't clear my nose, I won't be able to breathe the whole day. Question number 12, do you need to update your ID photo? The answer is no, unless you look like a completely different person. You can also request for a letter of surgery proof from your clinic just in case you get stopped at the airport immigration. And lastly, these are some tips to know before traveling overseas for surgery. The best time to get surgery done is during cold seasons so you don't sweat and get uncomfortable. Stock up on food and essentials before your surgery date. Important things like body wipes, sanitizers, medical kits, and a good lip balm. I've made the full list of my surgery survival kit in part 1 of my surgery vlog here. Next, I think it's really important to bring somebody with you. I almost flew to Korea alone for the surgeries, but I'm so thankful that my friend decided to come with me. Not only did she help me with so many things, she was also a great emotional support. And last of all, try to pack more loose-fitting clothing so that you don't touch your face when you're changing out. And that's all everyone. I hope that this has been helpful and informative. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.